Yo, welcome back to P3P. Dark Hour. So good looking. At a certain room in the dorm.
How is she?
The same as last night.
Sleeping.
Even those who have the potential tend to be unstable at first. Memory loss, disorientation. But this subject is rather unique. She hasn't exhibited any of the common symptoms.
But we're treating her like a guinea pig.
I understand your concern, but it's imperative that we recruit new members. I heard she's in your class. Wouldn't you be more comfortable working with someone from the same grade? A female classmate at that.
Yeah, I guess. But still.
An emergency call from outside right through the room.
Command room. Is that you, Akihiko?
You're not gonna believe this. This thing is huge. Unfortunately, I don't have time to talk. It's chasing me. I wanted to let you guys know. I'm almost there.
Does that mean he's bringing that thing here?
Mr. Chairman, let's suspend our observation for now. We'll prepare for battle.
Right. Be careful.
Sounds friendly. He got hurt. His arm's all messed up.
I'm all right. Get ready to be surprised. It'll be here any second.
This is no time to joke around.
It's one of them, Akihiko?
Yes, but not an ordinary one.
It's one of them.
What the? You've got to be kidding me.
One of those people.
Mr. Chairman, please head for the command room. Takeba, go upstairs and wake her up. Then escape out the back.
But what about you two?
We'll stop it here. You led it to us, Akihiko, so I'm afraid you'll have to fight.
Like I had a choice. What are you waiting for, Yukari? Go!
I'm going.
My room. Awoken by a loud noise. Should you go check outside? Nah. Bang, bang.
Wake up!
Open up,
Sorry,
bitch.
I'm coming in. I don't have time to explain. We have to get out of here.
How did you get
now.
in here? Wasn't the door locked?
Hurry, downstairs. We'll leave through the back door. Wait, take this, just in case.
Take this. And Yukari handed you a long, thin implement. It seems to be a naginata.
Okay, let's go. Follow me.
Where was she carrying that? Dormitory, first floor at the rear entrance.
All right, we should be safe now.
Takeba, do you read me?
Yes, I hear you.
Be careful. There's more than one enemy. The one we're fighting isn't the one Akihiko saw.
What?
Nani?
Let's pull back.
Second floor.
What was that? It's getting closer.
It's one of them.
Keep moving, hurry.
The dormitory rooftop.
The door's locked. I think we're safe for now.
Ah, that doesn't look great. They tried. Pretty sure that was animated in the original.
You gotta be kidding me.
I love how it's like he has his own portrait.
It climbed up the wall?
There. They're on the roof.
That gigantic shadow. Just what is it we're dealing with?
Let's go, Mitsuru.
Wait.
That's the thing that attacked this place. We call them shadows. Oh yeah, I have to fight. I can summon mine. No problem.
Ah, here it comes.
Here goes.
Okay, so this is the one part of the game that has 3D models. This was also animated originally. That's fine. You know what? This rendering actually looks okay. That voice mixing wasn't perfect, but she said the line.
Thou art I, and I am thou.
Yeah! I totally forgot that they rendered this in 3D in Portable. Because it's too important to skip. But they're like, we can't do an animated version of this scene though. It would take up too much room on the disc.
What on earth was that?
Stupid UMD technology. Way to go, Sony. The sudden swell of power has subsided. Orpheus regained its original form. I'm glad they didn't rename it and call it like Orpheus F or some stupid bullshit. Like, nah, it's still Orpheus.
Is it over? It's still moving.
A piece of the shadow is heading for Yukari.
No, get away from me.
You have to save her. Do I? Oh yeah, new battle theme for Famitsū, which I've already used twice now that I think about it because of the intros. Yo, this battle UI looks real slick at high res. All right, let's do it. What are my skills here? Oh no, wait, that's the change. Defense. It's been a minute since I played a Persona. I think since I like finished up P5.
Persona!
I got Bash. Yo, the Famitsū's voice actor is Laura Bailey, who I love dearly, and I hate her husband, Travis Willingham, who's also in this game. That motherfucker. Lucky bastard. Yeah. You felt a surge of energy inside after the recent battle. Yeah, this screen looks great. Holy shit. Your hit points and spirit points have increased. You are now able to create personas up to level 3. Something inside you has changed. Orpheus is leveled up. Strength is increased by 1, as well as agility by 2. I got Agi. I can't remember if this game lets you get like super crazy with persona training, because in the original P3 and Fest, it's like even if you wanted to keep your starter persona, there was a super glass ceiling on it. Yukari's safe. You're exhausted. You're losing consciousness. You passed out.
Are you okay? Oh, come on. Please. Can you hear me? Answer me!
What's up, Igor? This is the Velvet Room, was it?
It's so nice to see you again. You became unconscious after awakening to your power. I see that it was Orpheus that heeded your calling. That power is called a persona. It is a manifestation of your psyche.
What do you mean?
A persona is a facet of your personality that surfaces as you react to external stimuli. You can think of it as a mask that protects you as you brave many hardships.
That's what Orpheus is?
When you use your persona ability, you must channel your inner strength. The ability evolves as you develop your social links, your emotional ties with others.
Oh boy, the dreaded term.
The stronger your social links, the more powerful your persona ability. Please remember that. Now then, time marches on in your world. I shouldn't keep you here any longer. Next time we meet, you will come here of your own accord. Until then, farewell.
Yo, lucky for you, new hero. Had you been born with a penis, your social links would suck in this game, because the Famitsūs are so much better than the originals. Your head is getting clearer. You can see a white ceiling. You wonder how long you've been asleep. You feel someone's presence beside you.
You're awake. How do you feel?
Where the hell am I?
Thank goodness you finally came
Are
to.
you just like watching me for a week?
Oh, this is Tatsumi Memorial Hospital. It's just a short walk from the station. The doctor couldn't find anything wrong with you. He said you were just exhausted. I'm sorry I couldn't do anything. But your power, it was amazing.
What'd I do again?
The power you used, we call it persona. And those creatures you defeated are shadows, our enemy. We'll explain everything later. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before. I wanted to tell you that I'm sorta like you.
I thought that said I sorta like you at first, and I was like, wait, what? Why are you telling me?
My dad died in an accident when I was little. My mom and I aren't exactly on good
At
terms.
least you have a mom.
You're all alone too, right? To be honest, I already know about your past.
Wow, thanks for creeping on me.
But it didn't seem fair, so I wanted you to know about mine. It was back in '99. There was a big explosion in the area. Supposedly, my dad died in the blast. But nobody really knows what happened.
Yeah, Iwa Todai was super lit in 1999.
He was working in a lab run by the Kirijo group.
Shocker.
So, I'm hoping that if I stick around long enough, I'll find out something. That's why I'm going to Gekkoukan High, and why I was there when this happened to you. Of course, I panicked and wasn't much help. It was my first time fighting them too. I'm sorry. You wouldn't have to go through all this if I wasn't such a coward.
I wanted to tell her it's her fault.
Thanks. But still, here I am telling you all this the minute you wake up. While I was waiting, I thought to myself, I've been hiding so many things from her. As soon as she wakes up, I'll tell her the truth. So, thanks for listening. I've been wanting to share that story with someone for a long time. All right, I'm gonna get going. I'll let the others know you woke up. Oh, and you don't have to be formal around me or anything. A second-year girls gotta stick up for each other after all. Bye.
That was supposed to be her way of saying stop using honorifics, which we weren't doing anyway. Localization, it's hard. Long time no see, what's up? Do you have an upset stomach or something? Got something to tell you. What? Actually, oh wait, I'm not supposed to say anything. Sorry, man. Shut up, Junpei. Someone's full of energy. I could hear you from all the way over there. It's Yucatan. There's our honorifics. You two live in the same dorm yet came separately today? Is it because you'll cause so many rumors again? This makes no sense. Like, oh my god, my head hurts. So obviously in the original version of the game, the male character and Yukari walk to school together and everyone's like, oh, are they dating? But like, who gives a shit if the two girls walk together? Like, sure, maybe they could be into each other. Maybe that's what they're into. But you would think that probably wouldn't be the first assumption people would make. So who gives a shit if they're suddenly friends? Who cares? Anyways, I need to talk to her. Later, Junpei. Get the fuck out of here. Feeling better? Hamiko. That's my name. Sorry to hit you with this first thing in the morning, but Ikutsuki-san wants to talk to you. Come to the 4th floor of the dorm after school. That's where our secret tech lab is. That's enough about mammoths. I don't see the big deal. They're just huge elephants. And that wraps it up for the Stone Age. I'm tired of lessons about stones. I'd rather talk about the Sengoku era. Japanese history is not that exciting until then. Though I'm paid to do this, so I've gotta. It's tough being an adult. Next is the Shoman period. I probably fucked that up too. When do the samurai get their day in the sun? I'll just ask a question at random and call it a day. Hey, Junpei, what was the style of houses in the Shoman period called? How am I supposed to know about something way back then? Quick, Hamiko, what the heck is he talking about? So here's the thing. I don't remember a lot of responses in Persona 3 or 4, probably even 5, because it's been a while. But I'd like to point out that this is the first Persona game that had this bullshit. But number 2, in localization terms, Western players are at a super disadvantage by some of these questions. Now, every while, there comes a question where it's like, yo, what does this shit mean in English? Or how would this sentence be structured in English? And as a Westerner, you're like, haha, finally, one for me. But then you have questions like this one. It's like, why would I have known this? I think it's mud huts, though. That's correct. Mud huts were built by digging a hole in the ground and supporting the roof. It's no use. I can't get interested. It's no use. I can't get interested. Man, frickin' teachers in Persona games are terrible. It seems to be a recurring theme across like all of them. Hamako told Junpei the answer. She's really smart. You became slightly more popular. Yeah, more charming. Class is ended for today. There seems to be something important going on at the dorm. You decide to go back early. There's no one in the lounge. You were told to go to the 4th floor. Alright, let's do that. Wait, can I? Yeah. No, that's the main menu? Wait. Triangle. Oh, I think my controls are inverted or something. I should look at that in the settings. Didn't they tell me that square was fast travel, but it's triangle right now? Whoops. A room on the 4th floor. Yukari Mitsuru, the chairman, and an unfamiliar male student are sitting here.
Ah, there you are. I'm glad that you're okay. I wasn't sure what I'd do if anything had happened to you. The reason I asked you here is because I needed to talk to you. Please, have a seat. Oh, before that, I believe I mentioned him earlier, but this is Akihiko.
How you doing?
Okay, let me start off by asking you this. Would you believe me if I said that a day consists of more than 24 hours?
Well, yeah, but I've already played Persona 3.
Do you remember the night you came here? You had to have noticed the signs. The streetlights went out, nothing was working, there were coffins everywhere. Didn't it feel like you were in a different time? That's the dark hour. A time period hidden between one day and the next.
I just assumed that's how Iwatodai acts. So here's the weird thing. So presumably, the first night that the main character is in Iwatodai is the first time they experience the Dark Hour. So the Dark Hour is like this really weird concept because when you stop and really think about it, it kind of doesn't make sense. So time stops at the Dark Hour, which is at midnight. But there's an entire world out there. And it happens in more locations than Iwatodai. It happens in a different place out of town later in this very game. But it's like, okay, so it happens at midnight here, but does that mean that, you know, a little further to the west, like the next time zone, it happens at 11 p.m. there, and then 10 p.m. and so on and so forth? So does that mean like in America, it like, I'm trying to remember the time conversion. I think where I live in Central Time, usually 10 a.m. is when it's midnight in Japan, roughly. So like, in my hometown in Texas, would it be the dark hour there at 10 a.m.? Is it everywhere in the world? It's like, it doesn't make sense when you really think about it. Plus, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of shots of the dark hour where clouds are moving, which means the earth is still spinning, so it really doesn't fucking make sense. Shut up, Atlas is stupid.
I know how you feel. Who would believe such a story?
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense.
But the dark hour occurs each night. Right at midnight.
Unless you live somewhere else in a different time zone, apparently. Don't think about it too much.
Tonight and every night to come.
Normal people don't realize it, since they're all sleeping inside their coffins. But that's not what makes the dark hour so interesting.
Also, I can't let this go because it's so stupid when you think about it. Okay, so if all what I said is true, the dark hour happens everywhere, and it happens across time zones so that other places experience it at different points of time in the day. Wouldn't you think that there would be, you know, other people out there in the world that also have the quote-unquote potential, and therefore the dark hour would be a global problem, and like there'd be other organizations and governments that know about its existence? Why does it fall on this room full of frickin' teenagers? It makes no fucking sense. It's because it's a JRPG.
You saw those creatures. We call them shadows. They only appear during the dark hour and attack anyone not in a coffin. It's our job to defeat them. Sounds exciting, huh?
Like, Akihiko is at half-mast right now. He loves it.
Akihiko, why are you always like that? You just got hurt the other day.
Now. He does his work well. Long story short, we're the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad. C's for short.
Man, I've heard this like a million times, and I still can never remember what it stands for. I'm pretty sure every time I say what it actually is, I forget it's specialized and not just special.
On paper, we're classified as a school club, but in reality, this group is dedicated to defeating the shadows. Mitsuru is the leader. I'm the club advisor.
A shadow feeds on the mind of its prey. The victim becomes a living corpse. They're responsible for most of the incidents on the news, if not all of them.
What about the police? Because we know how we fight them.
Unfortunately, the police can't do anything during the dark hour.
Although rare, there are those who can function during the dark hour. Some may even awaken to a power that enables them to fight the shadows. That's Persona, the power you used the other night. The shadows can only be defeated by Persona users, which means it's all up to you guys. I'm glad you're quick to understand.
I see. Mitsuru opens the case on the table. A silver gun gleams uncannily from inside.
What he's trying to say is, we want you to join us. We've prepared an evoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
I was afraid you'd say no. Welcome aboard.
Yeah, I'm not a coward like you.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad. Oh, I almost forgot. About your room assignment. Why don't you just stay here, in your current room? I don't know what the holdup is, but I guess it worked out in the end.
Hold up? Wasn't that? Oh, never mind.
Shut up, stop thinking about it. You join C's to fight the shadows. A voice rings in your head. Aw, shit, son. This is what happens when you make friends in this world. You have like a stroke and a card appears in your mind's eye. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast made this font really high res, and it looks super good. It's the full social link. You have established the C's social link of the full arcana. You may earn an EXP bonus when fusing personas of the full arcana. What is fusion? Shut up. Stop worrying about it. Feel your inner strength growing. You recall what Igor said about the power of social links. The intensity of social links strengthens the power of personas. Social links. Are these the bonds you form with people you meet? Is this the key of how this series will grow in popularity? Absolutely. Real dark hours. As you were dozing off, you felt someone's presence, which is really weird.
Hi, how are you?
How'd you get in here?
I'm always with you. Soon, the end will come. I remembered, so I thought I should tell you.
Thanks.
I wasn't expecting you to thank me, but you're welcome. That is what I'm supposed to say, right? I don't really know what this end is about either. Oh, looks like you've awakened to your power. And an unusual power it is. A power that takes many forms, yet is bound by none. It may prove to be your salvation, depending on where you end up. Do you remember when we first met?
Yeah, it was like 45 minutes ago.
I expect you to honor your commitment. I'll be watching you, even if you forget about me. Okay then. See you later.
Yeah, don't forget you signed a national letter of intent. You can't get out of that shit. You're gonna be fucking playing Persona user for 4 years at Iwatodai University. Akihiko Senpai's injured too. Man, it's all up to us. Leave it to me. I wonder when Senpai's injury's gonna heal. Probably just in time for him to become the 4th active member. I mean, what? Also, that letter of intent joke was for no one. It was for
Thought I was
me.
gonna fall asleep in there.
Can I have a minute? Come to the lounge when you get back to the dorm. I have something to tell everyone. I'll save the details for later. See you there.
Couldn't you have just waited for me to come back in the lounge? Mitsuru left as soon as she was done. That was fast.
She's probably busy with things like student council. Unlike us.
She's probably busy being a great student and leader. What a bitch.
Ooh, Yucatan. Do I sense some hostility?
It seems that Junpei was listening too.
Well, it's not that I don't like her. She's just...
No, it's that you don't like her. In fact, you hate her.
Never mind. Let's go.
Iwatodai Strip Mall.
About earlier, it's not that I don't like her or anything, you know?
Bitch, shut up. You hate her.
Oh, I'm talking about Mitsuru-senpai.
Obviously.
Why's Junpei always have to talk about stuff that isn't any of his business, huh?
Because he's a jackass.
Plus, he says it all in the creepiest, most perverted way. He's like the poster boy for sexual harassment. You know, last year he...
It's not funny, but it's kind of funny. It's perfect. They knew. They saw the future. Dormitory 4th floor command room. Mitsuru and Akihiko are already here.
Welcome back.
We were waiting for you. There's someone I want to introduce.
Huh?
Hey, hurry up.
Hold your horses. This is freaking
Ah,
heavy.
god damn it. Boo. Also, this is the 4th floor, isn't it? This scene totally happens on the 1st floor in the original.
What's up?
Junpei? Why are you here?
This is Junpei Iori from Class 2F. He'll be staying here as of today.
He's staying here? You've got to be kidding me.
I bumped into him the other night. He has the potential, but he just awakened to it recently.
This is the first time anyone's ever told him that.
I told him about us, and he agreed to help.
You have the potential? For real?
He found me crying like a baby at the convenience store, surrounded by a bunch of coffins. I don't remember much, but man, that's embarrassing. He said that's, you know, completely normal in the beginning. Like being confused and not remembering anything. Did you guys know that?
Nope. I was super cool the first time.
Hey, don't feel bad. It happens to all us Persona users.
Shut up, you cunt.
But man, I was shocked to find out about you guys. I had no idea. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It could get kinda lonely, you know? I'll bet you're stoked too, right? Having me join? It'd be nice to have a guy around too, wouldn't it?
God, fuck him.
Huh?
It's amazing how he became a worse character than he already was by making this version.
Yeah.
So anyway, glad to join the team.
Don't slow us down, dumbass.
No worries. Nothing's gonna happen to you as long as I'm around.
Junpei joined C's.
Well, enough with the
C's is
introductions.
fucked.
I think we're about ready.
Okay, everybody's here. I'd like your undivided attention. For a long time, Mitsuru and Akihiko were the only Persona users we had, but that number recently jumped to 5. Therefore, starting tonight at 12 a.m., I'd like to commence the exploration of Tartarus.
Tartarus? What's that? Sounds like toothpaste.
You haven't seen it, Junpei?
It's no surprise, since it only appears during the dark hour.
The dark hour?
Just like the shadows. Interesting, huh? And it's the perfect place for us to train.
Shut up, Akihiko.
You can think of it as a shadow nest.
Ah, I'm Akihiko. I love training and fighting.
Whoa. Their nest, huh?
But, Senpai, what about your injury?
Since Akihiko hasn't fully recovered yet, he'll only come as far as the entrance.
Yeah, I know.
Relax. I've got your backs.
I'm not so sure about this.
We're all dead.
What about you, Mr. Chairman?
I'll stay here. As you know, I can't summon a persona.
Then why do you have the potential then? At some point, there was some bullshit. What was it? I think it's, oh god, I don't know if I've ever talked about this on this channel. But as some Persona fans are probably aware, at one point there existed a Persona anime. I mean, and I don't mean like the P4 and 5 adaptations. I mean a straight up new thing that was only an anime called... Fuck, I can't remember what it's called because it's so terrible and I hate it. And in that, it was a sequel to P3. And in that anime, they made up some stupid bullshit that was like, you lose your persona at age 25 or 30 or some bullshit. Oh, it was the dumbest.
This is it? This is the place? Why here?
Just wait a few minutes. It's almost midnight.
And then Persona 4 shat all over that by giving an older person a persona. I mean, no? What? What am I talking about? Shut up. It's been 11 years. Play Persona 4. Yo, this is high res for some reason. Oh, that looks like shit. That square shouldn't be there. Whoops. Fucking whoops. Emulation made this look bad. Oh, that's not good. Look at this big JPEG.
This is Tartarus, the labyrinth that reveals itself during the dark hour.
Labyrinth? What are you talking about? What happened to our school?
Once the dark hour passes, everything returns to normal.
This is the nest you were talking about? But why? Why'd our school turn into a giant tower? You don't know either?
No.
Liar.
I'm sure it's complicated.
Well, maybe now we'll find out. Mitsuru and I have only gone in to take a peek. This'll be our first time exploring it. Exciting, isn't it?
Fucking goddamn it,
There has to be
Akihiko.
some sort of clue in here about the dark hour.
Akihiko, I respect your enthusiasm, but you won't be
Hey,
accompanying
put your
us
dick
today.
back in your pants, bro.
I know, you don't have to remind me.
So this is Tartarus. You decide to enter the tower. Man, Tartarus' design has always been super cool.
It's just as cool on the inside.
Talking about the aesthetic, not how it actually plays. Tartarus plays like stupid bullshit.
But it sure is creepy.
This is only the entrance. The labyrinth lies beyond the doorway at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, through that big clock.
First we'll have you three get a feel for this place. Why don't you go have a look around?
What? By ourselves?
We're not asking you to go very far, and I'll be feeding you information from here.
We're also going to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
Ah, here we go.
For real? One of us? Oh, me, pick me.
You're in charge.
Yay!
What? But she's a girl.
An even bigger piece of shit than he is in the original game.
Well, she has fought them before.
Seriously?
That's true, but there's another reason. You two. Can you summon your persona without any difficulties like she can?
Yeah, of course I
You've
can.
never even done it.
I think so.
Neither have you.
These are shadows we're talking about here. Without your persona, you're screwed.
I'm aware of that.
Alright, let's head inside. Are you ready?
Hell yeah.
That's the spirit.
You decide to go through the entrance. Ah, crap. Oh, velvet room, strange door sitting in the corner of the lobby.
What's the matter?
The velvet key in your hand is shining. The key fits into the door's keyhole as if it were being sucked in. The suck. Make this quick, Igor.
I've been waiting for you. The time has come for you to wield your power. The tower that you are about to venture into. How did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist? Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering these questions. That is why you must be made aware of the nature of your power.
I don't want to know.
Please, you must understand. It is of the utmost importance. Your power is unique. It's like the number 0. It's empty, but at the same time holds infinite possibilities. You are able to possess multiple personas and summon them as needed. And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the faces of possibility before you. There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your power will grow accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind. My spare time will soon be scarce, but please, come again of your own accord. I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you. Ah, but before I forget, do you recall when I mentioned another resident of this room? Tell me, when you think of this person, what do you see?
Damn it, we're doing this now? Alright, so obviously you probably know there are 2 Velvet Room attendants in Portable. You can go back and, keep it original, say it's a woman, and you get my main girl, Elizabeth, who's great and excellent, and I love her. But since the point of this whole LP is to show off new content in only P3P, we gotta say it's a man.
I see. Then let's bring him out for a proper introduction.
My name is Theodore, but please, feel free to call me Theo.
Fuck you, Travis Willingham.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
This is big
My
nerd.
assistant will aid you as well. Until then, farewell.
Yeah, it's your super big ship, Famitsū and Theodore. Husband and wife in real life.
Hey, are you alright?
Yeah, what's up? You look like a zombie.
That's right, they can't see you when you go in the Velvet Room. It just looks like she went and stood in a corner. And they're like, what are you doing, you fucking weirdo?
Huh? What door?
I don't see any door.
Have you been nodding off? You seem kind of...
Dude, you're supposed to be our leader. Get your head in the game. Don't worry, though. I got you covered whenever you need it, man.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, thank God I have control. I can save at the clock tower. That's the most important thing. This is what I really wanted. I wanted a chance to save and stop. When we pick up next time, we go up into Tartarus and we check out what combat looks like. And we see the one part of the game where they didn't really skimp out on graphics. I know, super exciting, right? See you guys in the next one.